Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
First play and a first pass for Murray. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. A first carry now. This is Williams. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. To throw, it's Murray. Going up top. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. On the return is Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Walker now on first and 10. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Touchdown 49ers! Danny Gray, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Murray from midfield. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Isaiah Simmons. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed? Touchdown, 49ers! Danny Gray, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Murray. And now another one thrown incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Fields. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On first down, Fields down inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 21-0 our score after one. Walker is in. Touchdown 49ers. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
On for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray going to throw.
That one going to be caught by his running back, Gaskin.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Prater's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night.
Touchdown! Danny Gray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll...
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin gets it all.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Ken Walker with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fields on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he whips that one incomplete there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And this one's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the 49ers are pouring it on. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Odafe Oweh so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Screen pass to Connor.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Here's Jones on the return.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields
buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Niners have got it on cruise control. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. This is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here's Jones. Pulling a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Fields. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the 49ers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL
on EA Sports. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw. Murray. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Looking to throw. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The offense on third down, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Jones on the return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw. Fields. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Metcalf. And now off to the races down the right side. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Murray steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Murray.
And this one complete to Doolin. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Looking to throw. Murray under pressure, and down he goes. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Murray nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
Rolling to his right. Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
107 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Fields on third down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, they finish off a perfect regular season.
Yeah. Should I style now for you, buddy?